In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful, dear friends and fellows in Pakistan and abroad, today we are going to discuss about the two psychological troubles, psychological problems which are found here in our society. Some of these problems are, one of these problems is less common, but still it exists in a reasonably good number of the people, and then the other one is also very troublesome, very harmful, very painful actually. But this is very common. This is something common as well. So we do have to understand the two of these, and we do have to understand the each of these. Not only that, we do have to understand. Rather, we have tried to. We need to try to eradicate it from we ourselves. First of all, there are people. There are people who are found saying, and maybe they do say with somewhat of pride, that I have stopped interacting with the people. I don't freely intermingle with the people. I keep myself away from the people. I'm not the one who can speak to the maximum number of people, who can interact with the maximum number of people, who can sit and do the chit chat with maximum number of people. I'm not the one. We are found, many of us are found this thing with a kind of pride. As a matter of fact, it is not something worth feeling pride of at all. That is rather a psychological disease which is very harmful, and it makes our life very limited one. We people we people face many problems because of this. On the one hand, the trouble is we fail to we fail to develop the self confidence. We fail to develop the skills with interacting the people. These skills are very necessary. Rather, I shall like to say that these skills are actually one of the essential skills we do need to survive honorably here on this earth. We must not be actually trying to cut ourselves off from the rest of the people. We should say, we need to say the salam. We need to interact with the people, and we need to develop the interaction with the maximum number of people. This will boost our self confidence, and not only this thing, rather it will provide us with the skills to interact successfully with the people, to take along the people on our journey, and also to start sharing the information, start sharing the knowledge, start sharing the wisdom. We can share whatever we do have with the other people, and the other people will like to share the same things with us as well. So for that reason, actually, we need to interact with the people. We don't need to isolate ourselves from the people. Isolation is something very bad, very painful. It creates many problems. We people are found saying to we ourselves that I have not been isolated, rather I am in the solitude. This solitude, actually, this is not good at all. I don't advocate this solitude. It makes us mentally, psychologically a weak person. We shouldn't be, actually. Rather, we should be interacting with the more and more number of people to make ourselves strong enough, so that we could listen, we can observe many ideas, and so that we could incorporate into our own life. We should be availing every opportunity to interact with the people. And to be true, the more number of people we are found interacting with, the more confident we will become. The more number of people we are trying to take along with us, I think it will provide us with a lot of new ideas, and which are very much useful, which could be very useful, very beneficial for me, for you, for all of the people. So the people who don't meet the other who don't meet others frequently, these people don't remain practical at all. Rather, these people become impractical. So we don't have to become an impractical person at all. We do have to become a very practical person indeed. Being a very practical person, it goes right into our own best interest. So for that reason, we must be doing everything else we can to become a more and more and more practical person. It is really very much, it will strengthen us. It will make us more and more strong human being. more and more capable human being, more and more intelligent human being, more and more a person of the good manner. So avail every opportunity to be with the people, to interact with the people, to speak to the people, to listen to the people, to understand the people, and to let the people understand you as well. So it is very beneficial on the one hand, and failing to do that actually will make us suffer. It will create lot of psychological problems. The most common of these psychological problems will be that we will become an impractical person. We don't have to become an practical person at all. This is actually, no, believe me or not, it is not any way lesser than the tuberculosis. It is a TB we must avoid. The other thing is that we once we do start considering once we do start considering that somebody is impregnable, somebody is not somebody is cannot be reformed, somebody cannot be interacted with, this is the kind of despair. This despair and this hopelessness is very, very dangerous. We must not think that I cannot interact with this person, that I and she cannot launch a joint venture. I think it is okay. We don't need to go into the joint venture with each and everyone else. We must not be despaired with anyone else at all. Rather, we should believe in we ourselves and the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that inshallah I shall develop certain capabilities and the skills. I shall try the new method, and I shall try certain new ways and methods to be able to successfully interact with this person. We don't need to become put ourselves in the despair at all. Rather, I shall remain very hopeful. Not only that I shall be out of the despair and into the hope, rather I shall become a very confident human being that I can successfully interact with this person, that I can go along with this person, I can maintain and carry on my relationship with this person. I don't need to get isolated. I don't need to cut himself herself away from me. Rather, I need them and they need me. For the mutual benefit, we shall be inshallah interacting with other person. We don't need to get into the